Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group H with our research about analysis website antrian KJP Pasar Jaya. And from our group, there is me, Ahmad Suendar, and Khairuddin Siddiq, Azril Ferdiansyah, and Abdul Aziz Abdullah. This is the content of our research result. We start from the abstract. The Jakarta Smart Card or KJP is an educational aid program from the Jakarta government. However, during fund disbursement and data verification, long queues and occur the service point like Pasar Jaya. To solve this, a web-based queuing system is proposed to allow the public to take queuing numbers, check service schedule, and real-time updates online. The system is designed using the WML method, aiming to improve efficiency and convenience in accessing KJP service. From the problem formula, we have two problems. First, how to design a web-based KJP queuing system that limits the registration within a certain period for users who have already secured query numbers. Two, how to develop a query history features that allow users to view their previously obtained query numbers. For the research update, for the research objective to develop first to develop a web-based KJP queuing system that restrict registration for users who have already received query numbers. Two, to add a query history features to archive previously obtained number for each user. For research benefit, we on point on practical benefit for KJP user. The system provides easier query access, ensure fairness in quota distribution, and helps users track their queries history. For the scope of the study, this research focused on developing the KJP Pasar Jaya queuing website specifically by adding two main features: time-based registration restrictions and query history features. It does not cover the entire backend system related to KJP fund distribution, but only the online query management system.
Bismillah, this is Abdullah Bawadi. So here's we are in the theoretical foundation. First we have online queue system. An online queue system is a digital mechanism that replaces physical lines by allowing users to take queue numbers and monitor their status in real time through a website or application. Research by Siahan and Sheikh Putra, 2024, showed that implementing a web-based system at this scale may reduce waiting times and improved public service efficiency. Additionally, reported a good usability score (SUS score) 76 for the system at Puskesmas Munjul Jaya. Second, web-based queue system design and implementation. Web-based queue systems are often developed using the waterfall model, starting from requirement analysis to maintains. A study by Shaybani, 2025, at Sultan Agung Islamic University demonstrated that such systems improve operational efficiency and significantly reduce waiting times in campus facilities. Second, we have user experience and user-centered design in queue systems. UX design greatly influence user comfort in digital queue systems. Baziad, RSUD 45 Konan 2022 used the human-centered design approach and achieved an 87.5% certification score via UEQ, highlighting the importance of UX in queue applications. Similarly, Raharju and IG 2024 at the Capel Clatin improved system capability accessibility, and transparency through a user-centered design approach. Queue history and re-registration limit feature. The queue history, so here in user experience and user-centered design in queue systems, it means like the UX design greatly influence. So it will be like very comfortable to the user to use the interface. So the second, queue history and re-registration limit features, and that means that the queue history and the user will registration or re-registration limit. So there's a limit for registration. The queue history feature provides users with a digital record of their past queue numbers. So every user will have a queue numbers. While re-registration limits, so there's a limit, as we said in the re-registration, aim to prevent individuals from monopolizing the slots. These features align with the goal of building fair and efficient queue system. So there will be a fair of who use the limit re-registration. Although not widely explored in literature, this gap is addressed through systems like the KGP queue systems, because there's no any limits in the KGP re-registration. So next, we have analysis of the running of the system. So here we will explain how the system is running. First, overview of the queuing system. So the KGP queuing website provided by Pasarjaya is an online registration system that allows users to schedule appointment for KGP assistance. Users can access it via browser. So that's we can say it like the users can allows the users to registration by website or applications. So select a server location and date. So they will select a user server location and date and enter their personal data to obtain a queue number. So they will got a queue number and they will enter their personal data, and they will select the server location. So current registration producer. First, user access to the KGP queuing website. Second, selects a server location. Third, fill in personal data and NIK. Choose a queue date. Choose a queue date if quota is available. Fifth, receives a queue number which must be saved manually queue to the absence of a history system. So those currently registration products we will explain it next in this slide. So the issues in the current system. First, queue slots are extremely limited and run out within minutes, because there's no any limit, as we said in the registration. Second, no registration limit that I said before, allowing individuals to registration multiple times, and there will not be any failures. No queue history. Users will lose their number if not saved. No user account or login system, meaning no personalization or tracking, so they can lose their registration. So second, strength and weaknesses in the current systems. Strengths: first, registration can be done from anywhere. Second, from more organized than physical queues. The weaknesses: first, no control over users' registration multiple times. Second, no history makes it hard for users to track their queue. Third, no cooldown period between registration. Fourth, no notification or reminders provided to remind the users that the date have begun, or that the date is now. So suggested improvements. First, added re-registrations limits. For example, you have from 7 days to 14 days that you can't re-registrate in those days. Second, implement queue history to save users provides numbers. It will save the queue history for the users. And third and fourth, there are optionals. So introduce account system for example NIC or basic login. Fourth, send queue notification or email or reminds via email or web. And thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khairuddin Siddiq. This slide shows the system recruitment for the KJP queue system. On the left is the use case diagram showing that both admin and parent can with features like registration, status checking, and downloading proof. On the right, we have functional recruitment, that is show queue registration form, save and display queue story, user tree registration within 7 to 14 days, notif user if the is still waiting, show available location and roaming quota. Non-functional recruitment, that is must be website and responsive, easy to use of the public queue data must be stored and encrypt. User data like nick must be kept research. Next this slide explain the system design. The flowchart show how user log in using nick and birth date, then access filter like registration and queue history. On the right, main menu include registration form, queue history, quota check, help. Registration flow, user enter data, system check if arrived, registered in the last 7 to 14 days. If not, they get a new queue number. If yes, they get a error message. Queue story, so queue number, that location and status. Data is saved for 13 days.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ajil Ferdiansyah Ramadhani. I will continue the presentation from Khairuddin Siddiq. Here I will explain about the Figma design that I made. There are two types of Figma, namely desktop and mobile. On my left is the mobile view, and on my right is the desktop menu. Some people usually use the mobile menu compared to the desktop. I will explain the mobile menu in detail. For the desktop menu, I will explain not too much detail. I will open the Figma mobile display that I made. On the first mobile page, there is a login menu. Please, for user to already have an account, please immediately enter the email and password that has been created. If you don't have an account, you can immediately press the don't have an account menu. In the register menu, please fill in the service location, family card number, NIC number, and ATM number. Then continue by clicking save. Then directed to the query register. Please fill in the pickup date and orders in registration menu, then click save. If the query you have registered is full, there will be a display like the following. If you get a query, you immediately get a barcode like the following. Then you can directly download it first so that it can be sound if you want to pick it up. Then you can check the history selection to get the return date.
For the conclusion is, the current KJP online queue system by Pasarjaya has several key weaknesses. Number one is no restriction on re-registration. 2. Log of queue history for user. 3. Queue quotas run out quickly without user control. For a new system has been designed to add this issue by first implement a 7 till 14 days waiting period before registration, providing a queue history feature to track previously obtained numbers, and 3. Displaying real-time quota available. This improved system this is expected to enhance fairness, efficiency, and order in the registration process. For recommendation, 1. Implement NIC based on login for better personalization and data security. Add query reminders, notification for user, conduct user testing, and more accurate feedback. Ensure the website has a simple and responsive design for all devices. So that's all the presentation from our group. We apologies for any shortcoming. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.